It seemed very positive at the weekend. How do you feel you're now building towards this season?
Yeah, it's definitely been mixed emotions in the pre-season for us. We understandably suffered the humiliation early on in the exit of the European campaign, but it was about how we responded to that, and I think more so in the last 10 days there's definitely been a bit more positivity generated amongst the players and a bit more belief, and it bodes well obviously going into Sunday. And a game that we want to try and get off to a good start. So of course we're not getting too carried away. We recognise there's a long way to go for us. We're still learning about each other, we're still gelling as a team with the individuals that have came in, but there's certainly been a better end to the pre-season than we started, and we're all ready to go next Sunday.
How tough was that Euro exit to get over?
It wasn't too hard, because of course the days after, 4 or 5 days after, you're still hurting. There's no two ways about that, we're all hurting, but the demand at the club is that you have to quickly get back on it, and that's back onto the training pitch, and you have to forget about it. While it still hurts, you need to use it as a lesson. Guys that have came to the club, that feel the demand, the scrutiny that you're going to receive if things don't go well, and we responded. As I said, we've responded well in the last 10 days. We have generated a bit more belief and positivity about us, and we're all looking forward to the game at the weekend.
Do you feel there will be a lot of pressure, a lot of people watching to see how you start this league season now?
Absolutely, there's always going to be pressure watching Rangers. There's no doubt about that, whether it's any type of game, a close season friendly, a pre-season friendly, a closed doors friendly. There's always going to be pressure on us, and it just becomes the norm. You've been used to it, more so for the guys that have been there a number of years. Pressure just becomes the norm, and it's about how to handle that and how to respond to situations like I mentioned in the European exit, and I've managed to do that at the latter stages of the pre-season. So we're feeling good, and we recognise it's going to be a difficult game. We know that they've got a bit of momentum in the League Cup, but we're going to go there and we're going to try and win the game.
Where do you believe you can finish this season?
If we can have the same mindset, I mean, obviously we take last season into consideration. We're well aware of the task, and we're well aware of how far off it we were, but our mindset won't change as Rangers players, and that's to win every single game, home or away, that we play, and win every competition that we enter. So if we manage to do that, we'll finish off in a stronger position than last season, that's for sure.
You've brought in a raft of new signings this summer. How have the new players all bedded in?
They've all bedded in well. Some of them are still finding their feet in terms of the language, getting used to the city, getting used to how we train, getting used to how we play, getting used to the demands, and I think that's just a natural process when new players come to the club. And the new players have certainly came in and done well. I think I've been encouraged by a number of them that have came in and quickly adapted to the things I've just mentioned, and others are going to take a bit more time. But I've been really encouraged by the start that these guys have made, and it hopefully bodes well for the future.
With the squad still gelling, how long do you think it'll be before we'll see the best of this Rangers team?
Again, only time will tell. Of course, we've got the first game on Sunday, we've got the League Cup after that, and we move on to another difficult fixture. So game by game, we want to try and build a bit of momentum. It's something that we never managed to do at all last year. I don't think we managed to string a good enough amount of wins in a row. And we need to try and do that. We need to try and keep the pressure on. We need to try and maintain our standards week in, week out. And that's by winning games. And who knows where that can take us. But it's certainly an exciting prospect, and we're looking forward to the many challenges that lie ahead.
Given the investment in the squad, the number of players and the money has been spent on them as well, do you feel that you have to bring the challenge this season? Is that the minimum of the expectation?
Yeah, irrespective of signings, irrespective of the costings that you mentioned, that's got to be the aim for us. We have to obviously recognise what happened last year, be realistic about things, but it's not going to change our focus as Rangers players. We can't settle for any less than that. It has to be the target. And as I said earlier, if we can approach every game with that mentality, every competition with that mentality, then we'll definitely finish off stronger than we did last season.
Manager spoke recently about the type of character he's brought to the club. He said there's several guys there who could be captains. Do you feel that the likes of Bruno Wallace can help you maybe take the pressure off you in the park? You've got a guy with a lot of experience right beside you.
I'm not so sure it's to help me, or if I want any less pressure on me. If anything, I want more pressure on me. I want more demand, more scrutiny, because I feel that helps you grow as a human and as a player, obviously. Fortunately enough for me, I've got 4 older guys with better experience than me, better CVs that I can lean on, and that's important for me. It's important for the rest of the team that we've got the qualities within the 5 individuals that the manager's mentioned, and it's going to be great moving forward. We're a vast array of different qualities in ourselves and our characters and our playing experiences, and I think that's going to certainly help moving forward.
Do you feel last season was a big learning curve for you? Has it made you stronger maybe because it was a difficult season with results? You were the captain, people look at you, people was looking for you on the park and off the park.
Yeah, I'm always learning. I said it's 2 years in a row, and I'm well aware of the fact that there's a unique situation with me being captain of the club that I think, again, think strongly that I'm maybe one of the only captains in this club's history that's not won a major honour. I think so that's a unique factor, but it's part of my motivation to try and reach that, not just from a selfish point of view obviously, but for the team that I'm playing in. We aspire to try and become, or we aspire to try and achieve what has happened in the past at this football club, and that's the motivation every single day, and that's certainly the motivation starting on Sunday.
Do you feel there's quite a bit of pressure on the manager at this early stage just because of what happened in Europe?
No, I wouldn't say any reason why. No, I think there was the right scrutiny in place off the back of that game. We all suffered. We were all deservedly suffered from it, but we recovered and we responded. And as I've said earlier, that we've gathered a bit of momentum in these last 3 games, and it's all about how we move forward. Of course, we're not accepting that. We want to keep moving forward. We want to keep evolving, learning more about ourselves. The gelling process is still to occur. Hopefully, we can keep the momentum building, and that obviously starts on Sunday.